What's good, everyone? It's Tee Becoate, and I'm back with another Diamond Cut Media interview. And as you can see, we're at Soundproof Studios in Harlem, and we got Harlem artist Ty Lowe in the building today. What's good, my guy?
My boy.
Chilling. This is another interview that's been long awaited, something, that we're supposed to do for a while, but we're here today. How you feeling?
Feeling great, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Facts. Me and Soundproof today.
Yes, sir. Soundproof. Yo, shout out to Soundproof. I'm gonna lie, we did a lot of heat in here. We mixed Starland. Shout out to Jody, the black man in here. Soundproof. Y'all need a studio in Harlem, New York, in the Heights. Look.
Well, let's get into it. So, we in Harlem. You from Harlem. Let's tell the people a little bit about your story. First, let's start. We got to start with the name. What is Ty Lowe? What does Ty Lowe stand for? You got the merch on too, the Ty Lowe.
The new Ty Lowe. I ain't gonna lie, the Lowe. I thought of that shit when I was in high school. It's really short for low key to describe my personality. And I made it into my brand and my artist name. And I started a collective with a couple of my homies when we was in high school. Got a little gang, got a couple of my homies. Joe Lowe, Melo, E-Lo, they know the vibe. Ron Lowe, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what the Lowe started from. Just really describe my personality and what it is. But the logo itself, I ain't gonna lie, I was in high school, I used to draw the shit. It's one of my logos and shit, like just practicing, trying to make a brand for myself. And it became made it in real life.
Alright, so you created your own logo, just do the one, high school logo.
Yeah,
That's being creative. Okay, and you're from Harlem, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Where at in Harlem specifically? Like,
I'm from 141st in Lenox. I grew up there. I really chilled a lot on 128th in Lenox because my family owned a building over there. I wanted to make everyone see my son Jody in the building for me.
He was in that one.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like, really when I was chilling outside and shit, I was on 280 a lot. But I grew up on 141st. Yeah.
Okay, bet. So let's talk about the music a little bit. Growing up in Harlem, how'd you get into rap?
Honestly, I always just fuck with music so much. Like, I used to hear songs and I remember lyrics like that. Like, I hear a song and then the next day I could rap the whole song. Like, and then shout out to Jody, like, because he started making music first. And my love for music plus seeing him do it, I was like, fuck, let me try this shit, man. I just tried, started doing little shit like little voice notes and shit on my phone and all that shit, and that shit to my mans and class, like, yo, fuck with this shit. Niggas were telling me like, yo, bro, actually good, like, keep doing this shit. Yeah.
What was your first official recorded track?
First official recorded track on SoundCloud. Actually, a song that me and Joey did in his crib, because when we first started making music, we were recording straight out the studio in his crib in the common. That shit, it was called Be Me. That shit, my first single I put out ever. Put it out on SoundCloud. I remember I submitted it to like High Hip Hop and shit. And they posted it on the page and shit. Like, yeah, that's the first song I remember putting out ever. It's called Be Me. It's still out right now, so
and how long ago was that? Like, when did you record that?
That was like 2016.
So that's when you started rapping? That's when you did it back to? 2016?
I started taking it serious though, I want to say, senior year in college. Like, I was rapping and all that, like putting stuff out on SoundCloud, whatever, but I wasn't really like, I didn't really think I was gonna go. But in college, like, I started actually going to studios. Shout out to my son Kid Cole. Buffalo, went to the University of Buffalo. When I was out there, I started actually going to the studio and making real tracks, like fully mixed, like, because he worked with, I was like Michael Jackson and types of shit. I was back to 5. And it just gave me more motivation, like, yo, I can actually take this serious. So I want to say probably 2018, 19, started really taking it serious.
So what switch flipped from like 2016, your first drop, to 2018, 2019 to make you start taking it serious?
I want to say the consistency in actually making music. Because back in 2016, like, yeah, I put out my first EP or whatever. But after that, like I wasn't as much like I was writing and stuff, but I felt like I wasn't really like actually taking it serious. I wasn't recording as many songs and stuff until like 2018. Um, so yeah, and I was in school. You know what I'm saying? Trying to focus on that shit. Like, so trying to balance both. It was like when I got closer to the end, I was about to graduate and all. I'm like, I bet I'll go out there.
You went to University of Buffalo. That's a good ass school. What you major in?
I majored in African American studies.
Fire.
I went from mechanical engineering. But then I took a couple classes. I was like, man, this shit's straight crazy.
Yeah, engineering shit is crazy.
That shit was tough, bro. I took a class in African American studies though, and I felt like I could see what I'm learning in class in my real life. Like, I could see the effects of what's happening and shit. Like, so I decided to make that my major. I graduated with that 2018.
And you speak about Jody a little bit. You guys have been, working together for a while. Going back to your early days, your first tracks, and you guys are part of a collective as well, LOTB, and Leaders of the Block. What is your role in LOTB?
So I'm a co-founder of Leaders of the Block Entertainment and an artist. We established it in 2017. Shout out to Jody, that's my brother for real. That's 5 of us. So the originators was me, Jody. Shout out my brother Vaughn, my brother Bud, and my brother Nick. Leaders of the Block.
Right, and I've seen you guys progress on all that y'all been doing shows, killing it out here. Speaking of a show, you have a show on October 15th in Connecticut with opening up for NLE Choppa, right?
Yes, sir.
That's fire. That's big. He's a major artist. So how did you get that look?
So shout out to Concert Crib for me. I actually contacted them on Instagram one day because they was doing a showcase, and they hit me up to do whatever. The showcase, it was kind of like a competition-based thing, like it was grand prize, all that shit, whatever. I didn't win that, but they said that they fucked with my performance so much that I rocked out that they wanted to invite me to other opportunities. They sent me a list of a couple of artists and I didn't even know them. I was like, yeah, I'm cool with that. So I was like, yeah, let's get it. But I think I'm really rock it out. So.
Fire. Okay, dope. And let's go back to No Date Nights. That was dropped last year, right?
Yes, sir.
And I remember we covered it on Diamond Cut Media.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Appreciate that. For sure. And it went crazy. A lot of people was tapped into it. So, and now you're up until your latest release, Star. So I see the growth and a little bit of the change in sound. I feel like No Date Nights up into like Goddamn or One Call was more like a dancing drill vibe, and I feel like Star was more of like an aggressive drill song. Is that what you were trying to do?
Yeah, honestly, it wasn't a concerted effort to try to change direction, but it's a song that I feel like for the time right now, it go. Like, and it was just like, it was really how I was feeling at the time. And I was like, yeah, I gotta get this out now. Like, that's hot.
Nice. And I saw you performing too at one of your latest shows in Harlem. When you performed that beat, definitely crazy, flow crazy.
Appreciate it, bro.
Definitely. All right, so I want to ask you, how would you describe your music, like yourself as an artist?
So really, I just like to make music that people could turn up to. Like, at the end of the day, if you could dance, if you could, you know what I'm saying, get a nice vibe to my music, that's really what I look for. I like to talk about my life a lot. But at the same time, while I do make the drill, and like you said, the last track was more aggressive, I don't want that to be my main image, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm really a chill person, you know what I'm saying? I like to lay back, I love a nice little get out of them, you know what I'm saying? So I do make music more focused on women a lot. I just say, yeah, like, I like making music that people can have a good time to, you know what I'm saying? People can relate to and turn up to.
So you got a lot of momentum right now, latest song, about to open up for NLE Choppa. Are you thinking about dropping like an EP, a project, or are you just gonna keep dropping singles?
Right now, I think I'm gonna keep on the single wave, and then when they're ready, I'm gonna head on the EP. I got a lot in the tuck, bro. Like, different sounds, everything, like, but keep hitting them with singles, you know what I'm saying, here and there. And then when the time is right, I'm gonna drop a project.
Right. And from an artist standpoint, how do you know when the time is right? Like, when do you decide, like, it's ready, people are ready for the EP or the project?
Honestly, you never really know when the time is right, bro. It's just a feeling you get. Like, same thing with dropping the song. Like, anytime you feel like, nah, this is the one, this is the time right now to drop this. Like, it's just a feeling you get. You know, that's the best way I can explain it, honestly.
And are you, like, strategic with your drops? Do you pick, like, I'm gonna drop this day, this time, or is it like, fuck it, this is fire, I'm gonna drop right now?
Absolutely. That's another part of what I go into saying, like, we taking it more serious. I started becoming more strategic with the way I drop, with the amount of money I'm putting behind marketing and all types of different stuff behind my drops. Like, because right now we leaders of the Black Entertainment, we still an independent label, so we still paying for everything ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just getting smarter with that has been a big, like, focus of mine right now.
You've been independent since 2017, so what's some things, like, you learned so far? With, like, just having to invest your money and stuff in yourself?
I learned that, like I said earlier, there's really no right time for any. You never really know the right time. But just do the best with whatever you have to your, like, availability. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you only got $200 budget, right, to spend on, like, a video and, like, marketing a song or something like that. Use that the right way, where, like, you're not fully putting everything into one bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, spread everything out. Even if you gotta maybe go a little lower quality on one thing, you're still able to, you know what I'm saying, balance out, where you're not just focusing on one thing and you're not getting the back end behind of what you fully could have got with that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, be smart with
you spend all your bread on the video, but you don't put nothing in marketing. What's your video gonna do? The video could look great, but nobody gonna hear it. You know what I'm saying? So there's little stuff like that.
How important is the marketing?
Marketing is very real, bro. I can't even, like.
And when you talk about marketing, like, what does that all, like, encompass?
So it's a lot that go into marketing, bro. Like, I've been researching a lot into, like, micro influencers and stuff, you know, hitting up little people on TikTok and people that I see blowing up on reels and all that. Hitting them people up directly to ask them for promotion and all that. I feel like it trickled down. You know what I'm saying? You hit a lot of micro influencers, eventually it reached to the point where you could get to the bigger influencers.
Right.
So stuff like that.
And that's kind of the wave of marketing now, the futuristic kind of style of marketing. Do you feel like that's going to be the way, like, going forward? Like, just having to hit the people up and
sure. Like, I feel like right now the people run the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, social media, TikTok, all that type of stuff. Like, people go to that. A lot of people, sometimes they only know a song because they heard it on TikTok or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's definitely the future. And if you're not tapped in with that, you're behind.
All right, so a little bit before the interview, while we was off the camera, we was just talking about music in general. We was talking about the new Drake album. Everybody got an opinion on the new Drake album. If you go on Instagram, social media, probably see Joe Budden going off, him and Drake going back and forth. I want to know your opinion on For All the Dogs. You had some opinions about it off the camera. What do you feel about the album?
We was talking about it, bro, and I ain't gonna lie. I don't care what nobody say to me. I'm a real Drake fan from, like, off rip, like, So Far Gone days. And I fuck with this album heavy, bro. Like, to me, I ain't get a feeling from an album from Drake like this since If You're Reading This Is Too Late. Like,
so it's comparable to If You're Reading This Is Too Late.
To me, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's getting a lot of criticism now because, you know what I'm saying, it just dropped, and it's always like that for Drake's shot. Like, but give it some time, I feel like people gonna fuck with this shit. I fuck with it heavy. Like, that shit relatable. It got songs that you could hit in the club. It got songs that you could play with a girl or something. You know what I'm saying? It got songs you could hit at a restaurant or something. Like, he got heat, bro.
So you feel like this is gonna be one of those albums that grow on people?
Heavy.
That.
Heavy.
All right, so we are now in Q4 of 2024. We got a few more months left. I'm bugging 2023. We got a few more months left of this year. What do you got planned?
More music, more drops, more performances. You see the merch right here. I'm gonna get this going at the top of the year, top of 2024. Right now, I've been wearing it a lot just to get people used to seeing it and all that, get the thirst for people wanting it out more. And then top of 2024, definitely gonna get merch going crazy. So yeah, more singles, more performances, maybe a project. You know what I'm saying? Definitely support.
Okay. And let the people know where they can find your music, follow you on social media, get a look at your merch, all that stuff.
Hey, you can follow me at @TheReal_Ty Low on all social media platforms. You can search me up on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. Just look for Ty Low, TY_LO. Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Tion down in KUT Media. Shout out to Soundproof Studios.
Shout out to Soundproof Studios.
You know what I'm saying?
Low.
Let's get it.
Yo, I want to shout out to everybody that tapped in and checked out this interview. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button.
Yes,
Make
sir.
sure you check out Ty Low's music, give him a follow. And we'll be back with another interview soon. Checking out.